Well, hello once again. This is Kevin Kyler with Environmental Inspection Dynamics. And in today's video, it's a prime example of moisture damage. And boy, we'll get to the prime and the reason why that it is a prime of moisture damage in just a little. So let's push forward with that. Okay, not all moisture damage is immediately visible. You kind of got to look for some signs and signatures. Now, unusual stain signatures should be the first clue. Let me add something to that. If you're going around outside or inside and you say, I've not seen that stain before, or that mark, you better take a look at it. All right, the second thing that will be necessary once you do find that would be to do some invasive actions. But I do warn, be careful. If you're doing something inside, I warn you against doing any kind of invasive actions because you could open up a real Pandora's box of problems. You want to leave that kind of stuff to the pros. What we're going to be looking at today is kind of outside. You'll see. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these prime examples of moisture damage. Well, I'm going to tell you what the prime is, folks, and I'm laughing here because that what you see is my garage back around 18 years ago, okay? Just after the house was built. So as I annotate these in, let's concentrate on that keystone. It's a false keystone, okay? And it's formed out of, I would think, aluminum. Now, let's look in a little bit closer here for some of these signatures, you think? Gee, when I saw this, I'm saying, now wait just a darn minute. You see this? I pulled my pointer here. This stuff look like pancake syrup. Now let's go to the right. Okay. Look at this again. It's propagating down from there, from the keystone all the way over to this point. I said, this is simply not good. Now let's move us to inside the garage and see what telltale signs we could see there. All right, so what you see in there, by the way, I'll put my pointer again. This is that astragal that seals, it goes across the top of the double door, which is 16 feet. Okay, and I'm saying, wait a minute. And in a little bit, you're going to go, what? But take a look at this with me. Now I'm looking, kind of got my head up against the garage door. It's raised, and I'm looking outside. I'm going, I'm seeing daylight. It shouldn't be there. Now here it comes. Do you think this caused excessive damage? Well, you'll see. Look at this. It's water pouring out. See that? It's not raining outside. And I did remove these aluminum claddings that are on what's called the build down board. Oh boy. So let's move from there. Now on this one, you can see, let's point out where we're at. We're in the middle of the door here. There's the keystone, okay? I removed the aluminum on this side. That's 8 feet from there to there. Now I want you to look at something. You see the top of the step ladder, the red? You see the reflection in there? This build down is like a 1x6, okay? After I pulled that thing out of there, it weighed 3 times its weight because it was literally saturated with water. So let's start doing a little probing. Now on this side here, I'm taking a little awl, and by the way, the shaft on that's only about 2 to 3 inches, and it's going in there with no effort. There's the keystone. What you see in there is called an LVL laminated beam, and it's roughly 3.5 leg inches this way by I think 14 inches that way by 16, more than 16 feet to go all the way across in support. And by the way, that's a gabled end wall, so it's not supporting a tremendous amount of weight. Now, I took out another fancy device, a long-bladed straight blade screwdriver, and I poked it in there. Look where it went. Here's the keystone. I'm going, oh boy, that hole should not be there, and what else could go in that hole? So now I'm doing a little more probing, and I put the tape on there for a reason as I'm sticking this thing into this, what's supposed to be dry and solid wood. And lo and behold, look at this. I think that shaft is either 10 or 12 inches. I forgot. But you got to estimate that's 5 or 6 inches. That blade went in there with little to no effort. And this is a support beam? What's your thoughts? Now, what would you call a situation like this? And I got to laugh. All right, here we go. I call it a quick and dirty or ineptness of the builder's subcontractors. And then I go a little bit further here. So I called the builder, and he agreed to send out his, well, you can put your expletives in there, subcontractors to repair. If I didn't laugh about this, I would be going nuts. There's the boys. Now, I had work that day, and I let them do this. You can see they pull the siding off, pull a few pieces of siding off, okay? And this is the gabled end again. And there is the OSB, and that's where the keystone was. Go up a little closer. Guess what they didn't do? They didn't take this out and replace this. I thought they'd at least cut it out evenly across there and then put a piece back in there. Did they do that? Nope. Did they even prime paint it? Nope. Oh boy, ineptness? Well, it doesn't look real bad. Do you think they fixed it? Stay buckled. Okay, nope. Still dripping. Discovered some more signatures. Well, I came up with Plan B. So let's go look at Plan B. And we're off. Now, this is the control joint. There's the garage door. There's the concrete. This is my, if you went and saw my how to blacktop driveways and things that could go wrong, this is that stuff that's called Driveway Medic. But that's the problem right there. Look at that. Where'd that drop come from? Subtle? I laugh. So I just literally, this fake crown they put up there, you can pull that down. You literally pull it away. And I'm looking, oh, no, 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 no. So I came up with this. Slick, huh? There's the joint. They put in the new pieces here. Obviously, they had to. And did they bother sealing that? No. So what I did is I ran this clear plastic tube up to where you saw me opening it up, and I caulked that in real well, and I thought, oh, well, that ought to fix it for a while. You should have seen it in range. That thing was letting water out there like a spigot. It was crazy. I said, hey, see, I fixed it. Did it work? Well, nope. We're going to go with Plan C. Hey, Plan C for Kevin Kyler. Get it? More signatures? Yep. A little frustrated from Kev's point of view, you think? All right. Now, I want to just explain something to you. This is a southern exposure. In driving rains that are hitting this, can you imagine how much water is trickling down? And look with me on this. You see the sag in this thing? Gee, when all that water goes down here, where does it all go? Duh. All right, so there's the top they put in. And I'm going to load the other pick in. Now, guess what? Look at this. That can't be good. I said to myself, that's going. This is inside looking that way. Gee, the new boards they put in, real good, boys. Now, this is outside here looking back at this, and that's what I see. And guess what happened now? Drip, 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 drip. A new type of pancake syrup. We're going to plan C. Here it comes. All right, now I drew this up and engineered this. That is the LVL. Okay, I put in a new board down there, and I primed the living dickens out of that. And this thing that you see here is going to come up in just a second, is this right here. Okay, I made that up, and that is cedar. And it's glued and screwed, and all this area in there is primed to the nines, okay? And you can see kind of the tear outs I did, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So let's go look a little further. Okie dokie. There's Kev's Plan C. What do y'all think? Oh, and by the way, you see that part right there? Oh, by the way, been in place for 2 years, and it doesn't leak. That's my keystone. It's an applique just screwed right onto this point so that it gives it some architecture. And I put up these, they're made out of a synthetic, so they're never going to rot or lose their paint. And on top here, I made a special treatment so that water can come down and drain out either that way or this way, or just plain spill over the top. And of course, on the inside, there's a drainage air barrier called Tyvek. I took care of it. So let's close with this. This endeavor was close to home, you think, and I've done a lot more of these type of things with my clients. Now, call me if you got something like this, and guess who? You can reach me if you got here to the website. Just add Kevin at, and you can email me. If you don't want to do that, text me, voicemail me, leave me a message, call me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I like talking to clients. Hey, thanks for bearing with me. Hope this, can give you some information that you need. Take care. Bye.